You know, for generations, we've all been sold this one simple idea. Get a good job, work hard, and you'll be set for life. You'll be secure. But what if that whole idea, the very foundation of how we think about money and work, what if it's actually a trap? We're going to dig into that today because we need to talk about why that safe 9 to 5 might just be the biggest risk you're taking. And this quote from Robert Kiyosaki just hits the nail on the head. He calls it the rat race, and you probably know exactly what that feels like. It's that feeling of running faster and faster on a hamster wheel. Maybe you're even getting promotions and raises, but you're not actually getting anywhere. It's not just a feeling, it's a financial trap designed to keep you totally dependent on that next paycheck. Okay, so this right here, this is the question that changes everything. If the path that we've all been told to follow is actually the dangerous one, then where's the real danger hiding? What's the thing we should actually be afraid of? It's probably not what you're thinking.
And here it is. This is the real risk. It's putting your entire financial life in someone else's hands. Think about it. Your job can vanish overnight. A new boss comes in, the company gets sold, the economy takes a nosedive. Anything can happen. When your whole world depends on one single faucet, a faucet that someone else can turn off at any moment, you don't have security, you have vulnerability.
So how do we get out of this? How do we take back control? Well, it's not about just rage quitting your job tomorrow. It's about building a system, a blueprint for freedom. And it's actually pretty simple. It's just 3 parts. We're going to start with your mindset, then we'll play some defense, and finally, we go on offense. All right, part 1. Before you can ever change your bank account, you have got to change your brain. I'm serious. Building wealth isn't really about spreadsheets and stock tips. Not at first. It is a psychological game. It all starts with what you truly believe is possible for yourself. And Napoleon Hill nailed this distinction perfectly. A simple wish, like, man, I hope I get rich someday, is totally useless. It's got no power. But a burning desire, something that becomes a healthy obsession, that's the spark plug. That's what forces your brain to wake up and start looking for answers and opportunities. And this is how you turn that vague feeling into a concrete mission. This isn't some kind of magic spell. It's a formula for programming your subconscious mind for success. Look how specific it is. You start with an exact number. No, I want to be rich. You want $500,000. Then you decide what you'll give in return. You set a hard deadline. Then you make a plan, write it all down, and read it out loud twice a day. You're literally rewiring your brain to make it a reality. Okay, your mindset is locked in. Now it's time for part 2. Defense. This is all about plugging the leaks in your financial ship. I mean, you can't fill a bucket that's full of holes, right? For most of us, our money doesn't disappear in some big catastrophe. It just drips away, day by day, in these tiny little leaks we don't even notice. And Benjamin Franklin knew this centuries ago. It's kind of funny. We'll stress out for months about our mortgage payment, but we completely ignore the daily habits that are silently destroying our financial future. It's those little, harmless purchases that are the real killers. Just let that number sink in. Over $500,000. Gone. That is the invisible price tag of a small daily habit. Here's a way to think about it. Every single dollar you have is a tiny little employee. You can either send it out the door to buy a coffee, and it never comes back, or you can send it out to invest, where it will work for you and bring back friends. Now, for most people, the single biggest leak is high-interest debt. And Dave Ramsey's debt snowball is genius, because it's not about math, it's about psychology. You list your debts, smallest to largest, and you forget about the interest rates for a minute. Why? Because you throw every spare penny at that smallest debt until it's gone. Boom! You get a quick win. That win feels amazing, and it gives you this incredible momentum. Then you take all the money you were paying on that first debt and roll it into the next one, creating a bigger and bigger snowball of cash that just demolishes your debt. Okay, you've rewired your mind. You've plugged the leaks. Now for the fun part. It's time to play some offense. This is where we start building the machine, the engine that actually makes money for you. This is the big shift from just surviving to actually building real, lasting wealth. This right here might be the single most important definition in all of finance, and it comes from Robert Kiyosaki. It's so simple. An asset puts money in your pocket. A liability takes money out of your pocket. That's it. The wealthy spend their lives buying assets. The poor and middle class spend their lives buying liabilities that they think are assets. Your fancy car payment takes money from you. A rental property that tenants pay for gives money to you. Your goal? Buy things that pay you. So, what's the fuel for this wealth engine?
Well, it's a force so powerful that Warren Buffett and even Einstein have called it the eighth wonder of the world. It's the magic of compounding. The idea is so simple. Your money earns money, and then the money it earned starts earning its own money. It's like your money starts having babies, and then those babies grow up and have their own babies. It's an unstoppable chain reaction of growth.
And if you want to see that magic in action, look at this. It's crazy. Anna starts investing at 25. She invests for only 10 years, and then she stops, cold. Ben starts right where she left off, at 35, and he invests for 30 years, 3 times as long. But look at the result. Anna ends up with almost $200,000 more. How is that possible? Because her money had an extra 10 years to work its magic. Time is way more powerful than money.
So how do you actually start? The great news is you don't need to be some Wall Street wizard. The key is to just start, even if it's small. $50 a month is fine. You can buy a tiny piece of the entire stock market through something called a low-cost index fund. Then, and this is crucial, you automate it. Set it up so the money comes out of your paycheck before you can even touch it. The secret isn't being a genius, it's just being consistent and patient.
And really, that's what this is all about. The whole strategy, the mindsets, the defense, the offense, it all boils down to this one simple goal. To get to the point where your money is working so hard for you that you don't have to work for it anymore. That, right there, is the definition of freedom. That's how you escape the rat race for good. So, my question for you is this. What's your first step? Don't try to change everything all at once. You'll just get overwhelmed. Just pick one thing, one small leak. What is it? Identify it right now and commit to plugging that leak starting tomorrow.